Today, I drop something, I make manly noises,
Oopsie.
and we find out if the Mini has a damaged cylinder head or head gasket.
What's good? It's the Hunter Hoffman back with insane content! In this video, we're back on the Mini again. As you know, the Mini has coolant issues, so we're gonna continue to look into that right now. Let's go!
So we start out by removing the radiator to see if it has any leaks. We disconnect the coolant pipes and make space for the radiator to come out. Okay, so once removed, I inspected it for leaks and flushed the thing. No leaks are present, and I also gave it a quick cleanup. Alright, so after reinstalling it again, it's time for a CO2 test to check if the cylinder head or head gasket have failed. To make sure this test works properly, I first tested this out on my other car. So you put the liquid in the container, put the container in the expansion tank, start up and warm up the car until pressure is built in the coolant system so that it creates bubbles. If there is CO2 in the coolant system, aka exhaust gases escaping via the filled cylinder head or head gasket, the liquid shall turn yellow. As you can see here, nothing happened to the liquid in this case. Now for the Mini, which is currently sat in its new home. Alright, so same process, let's see what happens this time. Yeah, I think that's pretty evident. Alright, so the next step will be to remove the cylinder head and head gasket to see what's what. So first we're going to remove the bonnet of the car, or the hood, I should say for my American viewers, to create some space. Much better. Alright, so the first step is to remove the intake manifold. So in the end, it was a matter of disconnecting loads of vacuum lines, sensors, cables, and fuel lines. So now we need to remove the exhaust manifold. After loosening the two bolts still attaching it to the cylinder head, I jacked up the car to remove a bracket under the car, holding the exhaust manifold in place.
Oopsie.
Once it was out of the way, we again drained the coolant, removed the thermostat, the auxiliary belt, the spark plug leads, the alternator, a bracket, and finally the valve cover. Getting closer. Alright, so the final step is now to remove the 9-cylinder head bolts. So there we have it, our first look at the engine block without the cylinder head. Not sure if this indicates a failed head gasket, but looking at the left side of the cylinder head, you can clearly see a less distinctive separation between the firing ring of that cylinder and the actual cylinder head, in comparison with the right side of the cylinder head. I can't really see much looking at the head gasket itself, but let me know if you see something that I don't. The cylinders look fine as well, maybe a bit of carbon buildup, but note that this car has only done 40,000 kilometers or 25,000 miles. Again, I don't directly see anything wrong with the gasket itself, so maybe the cylinder head is our issue. That said, we also have a bit of carbon buildup on the head gasket, but nothing too major. So the plan is to clean up and potentially straighten up the cylinder head and replace the head gasket with a new one. Until then, we cover up the cylinders and leave it for now. After all this hard work, I went out for a drive with my third car. I believe I've never shown it to you guys, but here it is. It's the 1961 MGA 1600 Roadster.
That it, guys. If you ever want to see some more content on the MGA, just let me know. Next time, we'll try and fix the engine of the Mini and get that thing back on the road again. For now, that's gonna be it for today. Thank you so much for watching and see you next time.